Imagine this. You wake up one morning, look in the mirror, and realize 10 years have gone by. 10 years of your life just gone. But here's the painful part. You're in the exact same place. Same worries, same stress, same limitations. And then you ask yourself, how did this happen? It didn't happen because you weren't smart enough or because you weren't capable. It happened because of small, invisible habits that quietly stole your future. The truth is, success isn't some mystery. It's not reserved for the lucky or the gifted. It's built, step by step, by the habits you choose or the habits you ignore. Today, I'm going to expose 5 invisible habits that silently destroy lives. And more importantly, I'll show you how to break them so you can build the freedom, the energy, and the future you deserve. Stay with me, because by the end of this, you won't just understand what's holding you back. You'll know exactly how to break free. Most people never break free. They stay trapped in patterns that keep them stuck financially, emotionally, and physically. They don't fail because they lack talent. They fail because they never recognize the habits that are quietly running their lives. But you're here now, listening to this. That already puts you in the small percentage who are ready to wake up, take control, and build something better. So I want you to watch this closely with the awareness that this could be the turning point in your life. Because if you take what I'm about to share and apply it, not just hear it, then 10 years from now, you won't be stuck in the same place. You'll be free. Habit 1. Living for approval. The first invisible habit is living for other people's opinions. How many dreams have died because someone said, "You're too old, too late, too unrealistic"? Approval is a prison. When you live for applause, you'll always stay small, because people naturally resist change. Your growth threatens their comfort. I remember when I first shared ideas about electric cars and rockets, people said I was insane. Experts laughed. Friends doubted. If I had waited for approval, there would be no Tesla. Same with SpaceX. The first 3 rockets failed, blew up. The media mocked it. Headlines called it a waste of money. Friends told me to stop. If I was chasing applause, I would have stopped. But I wasn't chasing applause. I was chasing a future where humanity becomes multiplanetary. Here's the reality. The people who doubt you are often the ones who never tried themselves. They're projecting their fears, not predicting your future. So if you're living for approval, you're already losing. The real applause comes later, when results speak for themselves. So ask yourself, are you acting to be liked, or are you acting because it's right? One path gives you comfort today, the other gives you freedom tomorrow. Habit 2. Quitting too soon. The second invisible habit is simple but devastating. Quitting when progress feels slow. See, progress isn't linear, it's exponential. Imagine you plant a seed. For weeks, maybe months, you see nothing. You water it, you wait, you doubt. And then suddenly, a sprout breaks through. That's how growth works. But most people quit in that invisible stage. They go to the gym for 3 weeks, don't see results, and stop. They start a small project, don't make money immediately, and quit. Here's the truth. Breakthroughs always come after the boring part, not before. Persistence is the separator. Nothing happens at first, then suddenly everything happens. Look at Colonel Sanders. At 65, rejected over 1,000 times when he tried to sell his chicken recipe. Most people would have stopped after 10. He kept going and turned it into KFC. Or take J.K. Rowling. She was broke, a single mother, rejected by 12 publishers. If she quit, Harry Potter wouldn't exist. The difference wasn't luck, it was that she stayed in the game. And Ray Kroc, he didn't build McDonald's until his 50s. Before that, he was selling paper cups. No glory, no fame. But he kept pushing, kept chasing opportunities. That persistence built the most recognized restaurant chain on the planet. Even Vera Wang failed as a skater, failed in publishing, but at 40 she started over. Today, her name is global. Different people, different industries, same pattern. They refused to stop when it felt logical to stop. That's the secret. Success hides behind the point where most people quit. You can only reach it if you keep going. Now ask yourself, where in your life have you quit too soon? What dream did you bury because results didn't show fast enough? The cure is simple. Commit to the long game. Expect slow starts, expect resistance. But know that consistency compounds. Every day you keep going, the invisible becomes visible. The seed breaks the soil, and you become unstoppable. By the way, if this is connecting with you, hit subscribe so you don't miss what's next, and drop a comment. Tell me where you're watching from. I'd love to know. Habit 3. Unsupportive environments. The third invisible habit is the most personal. Staying in environments that hold you back. Your environment is stronger than your willpower. You can be motivated, disciplined, even determined, but if the people around you mock your efforts, dismiss your goals, or pull you down, it's like climbing with weights on your back. A supportive partner or community multiplies your strength. An unsupportive one drains it. I've seen businesses die not because the founder lacked talent, but because their closest relationships crushed their belief. And I've seen ordinary people succeed beyond imagination because someone close to them simply said, "I believe in you." When I started SpaceX, almost everyone told me it would fail. Some of the smartest people I knew said rockets couldn't be built cheaper, couldn't be reused. The first 3 launches exploded, and the media mocked me. Imagine if I had listened. There would be no reusable rockets today. You must protect your environment. Surround yourself with people who lift, not limit. Who ask, "How can I help?" instead of, "Why bother?" Your environment is the soil. If it's toxic, nothing grows. Choose fertile ground. Habit 4. Investing in assets before yourself. The fourth invisible habit is chasing money instead of building capability. People rush into stocks, real estate, even crypto, hoping for quick returns. But here's the problem. If you don't have the skills, the knowledge, the discipline, you'll lose everything the first time the market turns. The best investment isn't the market, it's you. Learn a new skill, study a field, build the ability to create value no matter the economy. That's the one asset no one can take away. When I sold my first companies, I didn't spend on luxury. I reinvested almost everything into new ventures. At one point, I was borrowing money for rent. Why? Because I knew the real asset wasn't cash. It was my ability to create value. Look at Warren Buffett. His greatest asset isn't his portfolio. It's his mind. Decades of reading, learning, practicing discipline. That's why he wins consistently. When you invest in yourself, in knowledge, in health, in resilience, every external investment multiplies. Without that, nothing lasts. So the question isn't, where should I put my money? The real question is, what am I doing to make myself more valuable this year? Habit 5. Listening to the wrong voices. The fifth invisible habit is letting your life be guided by the wrong people. Think about it. Most people take advice from broke friends, unhappy relatives, or fear-driven news channels. And then they wonder why they feel broke, unhappy, and afraid. Your input shapes your output. Garbage in, garbage out. You need to be ruthless about your influences. If someone hasn't achieved what you want, why would you take their advice? If you want financial freedom, learn from those who built it. If you want health, learn from those who live it. And the good news is, in today's world, wisdom is accessible. Books, podcasts, online mentors, you can fill your mind with the right voices every day. But you must choose intentionally, because the wrong voices will keep you small. The right ones will pull you forward. Now, let's step back. Look at these 5 invisible habits: living for approval, quitting too soon, staying in unsupportive environments, investing in assets before yourself, and listening to the wrong voices. These aren't just habits, they're prisons. And if you don't break them, they'll quietly steal the rest of your years. But the moment you recognize them, The moment you take action to cut them out, you unlock a life of freedom most people will never taste. The gap between where you are and where you want to be isn't luck. It isn't opportunity. It isn't age. It's habits, daily choices, small shifts that compound into massive change. 10 years from now, you will arrive somewhere. The only question is, where? Will you arrive trapped in the same cycle, stuck, tired, frustrated? Or will you arrive free, energized, and proud of what you built? The choice begins today. Stop quitting too soon. Commit to the long game. Expect resistance and push through it. Stop living for approval. You don't need applause to move forward. You only need conviction. Stop chasing shortcuts. Build yourself first. Skills, knowledge, resilience. Stop listening to the wrong voices. Choose mentors who've walked the path. And stop tolerating toxic environments. Surround yourself with people who lift you higher. Because here's the truth. You are not too late. You are not too old. The best time to plant the seed was years ago. The second best time is now. And every day you delay, you're letting invisible habits steal more of your future. But every day you act, even small steps, you're taking back control. So today, choose action. Write down one habit you will break starting now. Replace it with one action that moves you forward. Tomorrow, do it again. And the next day. In 1 year, you'll be unrecognizable. In 10 years, you'll be free. The only thing standing between you and that future is action. So take it today, now. And if this spoke to you, subscribe, share it, leave a comment with where you're starting from. Because when we take this journey together, we multiply our strength. The door is already open. Walk through it.